Hello, everyone. So, today's message is to be okay with where you're at right now. And this came to me because I'm a very nostalgic person. Some of y'all may be as well. And I noticed that even during the hardest times in my life, I always look back to those moments with a sort of fondness. And I can always find something that I enjoyed in that moment that I was in. I remember when I was living in Paris, I was living with my aunt, and she was a freaking helicopter parent. She was low key cuckoo, but even though I was like going through a lot emotionally during that time, I look back on those moments with fondness. Like I remember making clove water as toner for the first time and just how the cold clove water felt on my face, and I really enjoyed that little moment. And even like when I was living in Brazil and like we had limited resources, only eating one meal a day, I would look back on those moments and just find joy. Like I remember just remembering the meals that we made and how much fun I had making the meals and how tasty they were. Even though that was the only thing I had to eat, I was just I can look back on those moments with just fondness. And then I realize I'm just like, it does not matter what I went through. I can always find joy in my memories, even if it might have been like the most horrendous time in my life. I can still find pockets of joy that I can return to and look back on with fondness. So, this is to anyone, if you're going through anything right now, if you're having a hard time, if you feel stuck, you feel lost, you can find pockets of joy in any given moment if you choose to. Even if you don't see it in the present moment, once you look back at that time, you'll find that there's something that you enjoyed. You know, there's something that brought you joy, even if it was something super small or tiny, like the way that the sun, came in through your window at a, let's say you're at a homeless shelter, the way the sun folds in through the window during sunrise and it just makes the room look so romantic. There's always pockets of joy in any given moment, and once you move past that moment, you will find yourself looking back at that time and a little nostalgic about being in that time, because there's just like, I feel like we're always so, oh, we got to get to the next point, we got to get there, we got to go there, we got to get there, we got to get there, but where are we rushing to? Where are we rushing to? Like, at the end of this comes death. And death is not the end, but it is a transition. You'll never be who you are now again. You'll never be in these same circumstances again with this ego, with this vessel again. So it's like, why not enjoy where you're at? Even if where you're at is not the goal, like let's say your goal is to be successful in this and that and that. Even if you're not there, you can still find joy and comfort and success and fulfillment in every given moment, because it's not about getting to some destination. It's the journey. And I know how cliche that sounds because it's just like, oh, like, but it's true. Because when you get to the destination, you'll look back and you're like, damn, did I really enjoy my life? Did I have fun? Like, there were so many moments that I missed because I was so focused on getting somewhere when I didn't realize the magic was in the presence in every now moment. And I feel like that's where I'm at right now. I'm realizing that I'm just looking back on my memories. I'm like, damn, like I had so much fun. Even though there were some times where I just felt miserable and like nothing was working out. I felt lost. I felt confused. I felt alone. I still look back on some of those moments with fondness because there was something that brought me joy. There was something that brought me comfort and fulfillment. So if you're feeling like that now, know that you can always, always, always find joy, find peace, find comfort, find happiness in any given moment or circumstance. Whether that be the way the birds are chirping, or the trees that may surround you, or even the person at the grocery store that may have smiled at you. There's always joy to be found in any given moment, no matter what your circumstances may look like. So, I say all that to say is just enjoy where you're at, because next thing you know, this will be just another memory, another fleeting moment that you look back on with nostalgic eyes and wish you had more time in. So be here now. Be in it now, because this too shall pass. This too shall pass. I feel like we remind ourselves of that whenever things get rough, but it's like that's for anything. Even the good moments, this too shall pass. Nothing lasts forever. So be where you are now and enjoy where you're at now, because you won't be here for long. You won't be here for long. So that's really all I have to say about this. I've not been on YouTube for a while. I've just been going through my own things and just going through such a transformation. And I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling a little unappreciated on YouTube. I felt like I put so much value in my content just for it not to be received. And of course, it's just like there's no expectation with YouTube, but it's like I'd like to know that I'm making a difference, you know? And I wasn't feeling like that, but I know now that even if it doesn't look like it, you know, on screen with metrics or anything, I know that this is what I'm meant to do. I know that my voice is here to be like a beacon of light for those who may be lost. So I'm here and I'm enjoying it, and I have so much to update you all on. Life has been completely transformed. Like my, as we know, we're being upgraded right now. My DNA is upgrading, my body is upgrading, everything is changing. I'm like having new gifts come online. So it's been quite the journey, and I'm so excited to share it with you all. So that's all I have to say right now. Um, Enjoy where you're at. Be where your feet are. Don't wish you were anywhere else, because even when you're living in your dream, in your goal, you'll still have bad days. That's just the nature of life. Take the good with the bad. Enjoy where you're at right now. Enjoy being present in whatever moment you are right now. Find things that you like. I'm going to challenge you to do this. Not just gratitude, you know, not just gratitude. I would recommend doing that. Like every day, write down 10 things that you're grateful for. But in any given moment, if you find yourself being like upset or sad or whatever, list 5 things that you like right now. Like, let's say you're in the store and you're like upset because it's like you don't have enough money to get something that you like to get. List 5 things that you like in that given moment to just help you raise your vibration and just notice abundance and notice what makes you feel good and what makes you happy, because you deserve to be happy even when things aren't pointing towards that. You deserve to feel happy and feel good about yourself. So that's all. That's it from me. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and until I see you all again, peace and love to you all. Bye.